Hi, I'm Tim and you're watching another video on Mr. Tim Tech's YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Reolink doorbells. Now, I have in my hand here two Reolink doorbells. One is the Wi-Fi version and the other one in this box is the PoE powered version. These have been sent to me by Reolink to do a video on and a review and to show you what these Reolink doorbells are capable of and their specifications. So let's get to the unboxing and we'll go through the specs. And also in upcoming videos, I'm going to show you how to install these doorbells as well. And Reolink have thought this through and made it very easy for you to install these doorbells, as they've supplied also the chimes with them and also the power adapters. So you don't need to mess about with doorbell transformers. They provide the transformers in the boxes with the doorbells. That's if you're using, of course, the Wi-Fi version. PoE powered version, you don't need the power supply, so they haven't supplied it with those. So let's take a look at these doorbells now and see what the specifications are and take a look in the boxes. Here we are with the first doorbell, and this is the Reolink Video Doorbell Wi-Fi version, as it states on the front of the box here. Now this is a 5 megapixel doorbell, and as you can see, I've already broken the seal on the box just to make it easier for this unboxing. So we'll open the box and take a look and see what we have inside. In the front cover, we have download the Reolink app for initial setup, which you can do from the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store, and you just download the Reolink app. So inside the box we have a packet or envelope, whichever you like to call it, and it's saying be prepared, be Reolink. So inside this we have, I believe, quite a few documents. We have statement of compliance, so put that to one side. We have the operational instruction booklet, and this is a full booklet, as you can see, with all different languages in there. Provides you with pictures on how to set up the doorbell, how to install it. However, I'm going to be doing another video where I show you how to install mine. So keep a lookout for that video. And here you can see it's providing pictures on how to install the doorbell. We also have a little paper template. So this provides you with a template with mounting the bracket onto the wall. And here you'll see we've got a template with the markings on it, where to drill the holes, for example. We've got a little operational instruction booklet, and this applies to the Reolink chime, which is also in the box. And we have the EU Declaration of Conformity as well. And we'll take a look inside the box. Now, inside the box, we have the plastic casing, which the doorbell and chime are sitting in. So here we have the door chime, which has got a plug directly on the back of it. So all you do is just plug this into the wall, use the buttons on the side to select your different chime. Now there's 10 different chimes on this already programmed into it. There's also a volume button and also, I believe, the top one, which is the pairing button on that. So there's 3 buttons on the side there. And we have the doorbell itself, the video doorbell, and it has a plastic cover over the actual lens of the camera at the top. So this is the lens. We have a sensor there. So this is an IR sensor for night vision. And then we have at the bottom the push button to activate the doorbell. At the back, it has a QR code and also saying Reolink and the product name, and it's saying Reolink Video Doorbell Wi-Fi. Underneath that, we have the default username, which is admin. So I presume this is the same for each doorbell. So the same admin username. It doesn't state the password on there. It also states the power, which is AC 12 to 24 volts. and the output is DC 24 volts. So it has a converter adapter with it, so it converts it from AC to DC. So the input is AC 12 to 24 volts and it outputs DC 24 volts. There's also the manufacturer where it's made and FCC and the ID numbers on there as well. Now this is the doorbell at the bottom. It has a click up latch which you just push up and that's spring released, so it's at the bottom there. Hopefully you can see that. You just push it up and release it there at the bottom, and that releases it from the actual mounting bracket which you fixed onto the wall. So you click that in, hold it in and then release it forward and it unclips. They also do a white version. They do a white and a black version actually in both the PoE ones and also the Wi-Fi versions as well. So both versions, they do black and white colours. This is the Wi-Fi version, as I've said, and it also has a LAN port in it, which appears to be disabled. I've tried this and it doesn't appear to be working on this. It's just probably standard throughout the range of doorbells. So they've just put a LAN port on there by default. However, the software or the circuitry in there is disabled for the LAN port, so you can't actually use the LAN port as far as I'm aware, as this is just the Wi-Fi version. There's also 2 screw terminals there which you connect the cable to power the device on, and there's also next to the LAN input, which is underneath there, there's also at this side a micro SD slot which you can put a micro SD card in to store the video footage, and the maximum for the SD card is up to 256 gigabytes. So that's basically the Reolink doorbell, and it's made of, I believe, ABS plastic, so it is actually plastic at the front. The back is also, I believe, plastic as well, but it is solidly built, very, very well built. In fact, it doesn't move at all. There's no flexibility in the plastic. It's very solidly built. And there we have, so the door chime and the doorbell, the Wi-Fi version. So looking in the box again, underneath the plastic packaging, we have a cardboard insert and we have various things. So I'll just take these all out of the box and go through them with you. So we have the UK power supply, and this is a 3-pin UK plug. Obviously they will supply the plug for your country depending on where you purchase your video doorbell from, and it has a DIN plug on the end, which I believe is the standard. It's quite a small one, so it might be a 2.5mm, I believe, probably. We also have 2 mounting plates. So this is the solid metal mounting plate, and it has a peel off sticky label at the top there. So there's 3 holes at the top, 3 at the bottom there, and a central reservation there. So it's a hole there in the center where you can feed the cables through. There's also an angled mounting plate. So if you want to mount your doorbell at an angle, for example, then this is what this is for, as you will see. So this would be fixed onto the wall, and then the metal mounting plate sits on top of that, and then this metal plate clips onto the back of the doorbell like so. So it goes in and then presses down at the bottom and clicks and locks in place. So you would mount this to the wall as like so, and that's how it would be mounted onto the wall with the angled mounting plate if you so wish, or you would just mount the metal plate directly to the wall if you want it flush to the wall. And then to release the metal plate, they provide a little tool in this bag here. As you'll see, it's a pointed one. It's similar to a mobile phone SIM release card tool, but it's actually a little bit thicker than that and larger. So you just push that up with the tool. However, you can do it with your finger when it's not on the wall, and then it will just release the doorbell from the mounting plate. We have in there, as I said, the tool. We have a set of wall plugs and also screws for mounting both the fixings to the wall, the angle one and the flush one. We have a Ethernet cable as well, so I believe this is probably 1/2 meter one. And we have also a very long extension cable for the power lead. So at that there is a socket where you plug the power lead, as you'll see, into, and then the extension cable could be routed right the way to your door, through the frame, through a hole in the frame, so you'd need to drill a hole in the frame if necessary, or if you're mounting it to the door, you would need to drill a hole in the door to put the spade terminals here. So there's 2 spade terminals here, a set on the cable, so one for each terminal on the back of the doorbell. So they would go into those screw terminals there with those spade connectors. And this is a really long lead with this, so it should suit most or every environment where you're fitting your video doorbell to, I'm sure. So we also have a extension. So this is an extension of the spade terminals in this bag here. So this is a short lead, so there's 2 of these, one with each spade terminal on the end, and also the pre-cut wires where you would join the wires into these covers. So you would extend the lead like so, take those spade terminals off the end and then join them in and extend it that way, so you can actually feed these wires, these thin wires, through the hole in your door frame or door, rather than having to feed the spade terminals through. So it makes it easier just to feed the wire through rather than the spade terminals, which means you could make your hole in the door or door frame a lot smaller. So you just feed those through and then connect them to the inside. They also provide another plastic bag with 2 cables, and they have spade terminals at both ends as well. So you could actually use those if you so wish. They're just spare, I presume. I think these are just spare ones. And that's all what's in the box. So you get a full package of this box, everything you need: power supply, chime, video doorbell, all the cables, which is good to see in one kit. You don't have to buy any extras for this. Now, the pricing for this is currently priced at £89.99 here in the UK. However, this month there's a Prime sale on. So for the month of October, you'll find a Prime sale. So take a look on the Reolink website, where you should hopefully find these doorbells cheaper in the Prime sale price. I'll also put a affiliate link in the video description that you can use to click on, which provides, should you buy the doorbell or any Reolink products, it provides a little bit of commission for myself to help support this channel. So that's the Wi-Fi version. So what we'll do is put this all to one side and take a look at the PoE version. So here we are with the Reolink PoE Video Doorbell. Now it's in a slightly different box. Now with Reolink products you might get a different box depending on the stock levels and the design of their boxing at the time. So at the top it's got Reolink, be prepared, be Reolink. And then at the side, so at the front side, we've got Reolink Video Doorbell PoE and the item number D340P. And we've also got the serial number on there. So let's take a look inside the box and see what we get with this PoE version. Now inside there's the flap, and it's saying if you need help with the product, we're here to help you. So visit support.reolink.com for troubleshooting, hints, more, and FAQs. Inside the box we've got the booklet envelope with be prepared, be Reolink on it. So we'll just take a quick look at this. I presume it's the same as the Wi-Fi version, and yes, you get the paper, mounting template, tips, declaration and the operational instruction booklet. So we'll put those to one side and then take a look inside the box. And as you can see, this is the white version. However, as I said, they do the black colour one and white one in both Wi-Fi and PoE versions. For this one, we get the Reolink Video Doorbell with the plastic cover over the lens, camera lens at the top. And then again, the button is at the bottom and it has a light around it, as does the Wi-Fi version. So there's a ring round there with the light. So looking at the bottom, we have the PoE input, we have the micro SD card slot, and we also have the power screw terminals. So this is just the standard design. However, this is just the PoE powered version. So the design for all these is just the same. So hence why they've got the LAN port, micro SD card, and also the screw terminals. And again, we also have the door chime with 3 buttons at the side, one for volume, one for pairing, and one to select one of the 10 pre-programmed door chimes. And as again, it has the UK power plug on there. Then inside the box again, we'll take the plastic out. And in this box, we have again some cables for powering the device. So with the spade terminals and the caps where we can join the cables together, and we have the extension, so the spare spade terminal cables with spades at both ends. We have a set of screws, the doorbell release tool, wall plugs and screws to fit in it to the wall. Again, we have an Ethernet cable. We have the metal mounting plate, so it's the same but in white colour. It has a sticky pad at the top where you can temporarily stick it to the wall while you're drilling your holes for the screws to mount it to the wall. And then we also have the angled wall plates, and again this is all white in this version. So that's basically the Reolink doorbells. I'll just go through the specs with you. So for the Wi-Fi version, which is the black one here, this is a 5 megapixel camera. The viewing angle to this, the field of view, is 135 degrees horizontally by 100 degrees vertically and depth of 180 degrees. For the white version, it has 100 degrees for the white, for the horizontal angle. For the vertical, it's 135 degrees and the depth is 180 degrees. For the black one, so the black coloured one, it has person detection. For the white one, it has person and package detection. So for the white, it has person and package detection, whether it's Wi-Fi or not. So the colours vary slightly between the models. So the black ones are slightly different to the white ones. However, it doesn't matter if it's PoE or Wi-Fi, it's just the colours that matter. It's the colours that matter for the specifications. The Wi-Fi one has 2.4 and 5 gigahertz dual band Wi-Fi. The PoE version has just Ethernet cable connection, and that's powered by PoE. However, the Wi-Fi one is powered by the power cable, which is supplied, and the transformer, and these connect to the screw terminals at the back there to power the device. They both have mics and speakers with two-way audio in them. They both have IR night vision. They are both equipped with IR LEDs, and they are both IP65 rated. Both of them you can have remote access and alerts with them if you so wish. And for rich notification, which is available in some countries, this applies to the Wi-Fi version only. So it's the Wi-Fi version only that has rich notifications, as the PoE version does not have rich notifications. They both have continuous recording, and for cloud storage, which is available in some countries, this applies to the Wi-Fi version only. They both can support up to a maximum 256 gigabytes for their SD card storage, and they both work with the Reolink PoE NVR, as I've shown you the NVR in a previous video, and I'll put a link at the end of this video and in the video description where you can see where I'm showing you the NVR. They both have Google Assistant support, and I believe they can also be integrated into Home Assistant, which I'm planning on showing you in another video. They both work with Reolink IoT devices, and they both work with the Reolink Chime, as this is supplied with it, as I've said, so you have the chimes supplied with the doorbell. They both support RTSP for the video streaming as well, so you could actually view the video in, for example, VLC media players should you so wish. They are both suitable for front doors with an expansive doorway alerting you via the chime. Oh, and they also have 2-year limited warranties with both models, so both the PoE and the Wi-Fi versions. Whether they're both black or white, they both have 2-year limited warranties with them. So that's basically the specs for these Reolink Video Doorbells. They're very well made, solid, nice looking devices, neat, and I also ought to go through the measurements to make sure that you have enough space on your door frame to fit them onto. So I'll just do that now. So I'll just do measurements for one. So the length of the doorbell is currently just over this 13 centimeters, actually 13.2, and from the deepest point, so from across left to right, this measures 5 centimeters, which is equivalent to 50 millimeters. So you will need a 50 millimeter space on your door frame to fit the doorbell onto. Now the thickness of this doorbell is 2 centimeters, or the equivalent of 20 millimeters. So the thickness of this from the back to the front is 2 centimeters or 20 millimeters. So that's the doorbells, the Reolink Video Doorbells. Like I say, there's a prime sale on the Reolink website for the month of October 2024. So take a look and see what prices you can get them for. And as I said, I've also put a Reolink affiliate link in the video description. So thanks for watching this video. Hope you like this unboxing of these Reolink doorbells. And as I said, in the next video, I'll show you how to install them. So I'm going to actually be installing the PoE version on my door frame. So I will be doing that. I also have the holes drilled already. So I'll prepare it and then show you how it fits onto the door frame, and the cable is fed through the door frame into the back of the doorbell. So I'll show you that for both the non-PoE version and the PoE version as well. So keep a lookout for that video, and hopefully we'll do more videos on these Reolink Video Doorbells in the future as well. So thanks for watching, take care, see you again soon.